It's a sad day in the Raxverse, boys. It's a sad day. I don't know how else to put it. You just show up and Drift King Marty gone. Cyrax completely unaware of what's going on. I'm running a really scuffed system here right now. I'm gonna turn this way down. I'm running a really scuffed system right now. Typically, when you live stream, it'll have your chat up on the side. YouTube's just malfunctioning, won't show it. So I have to look at it on a separate screen. And I see all of you guys here. So if any important messages came in before right now, I missed them. So I'm sorry if I missed them. But we're gonna go over the Marty situation. We're gonna discuss what all happened. I saw the memorial stream that was on earlier today, and yeah, I don't know what much to say. I mean, part of it is like Marty's a very interesting character, because not everything that he did I approved of, but he certainly imprinted himself as like a pretty prominent troll, instigator, whatever you want to call him, and brought to light, or helped bring to light, one of the most notorious lolcow, horror cows, whatever you want to say, on the internet. I mean, who knows? At some point, Cyrax would probably come to light, even if Marty wasn't prowling his Facebook streams. But no, I'm sorry, Dubois. I missed your high saturate. Damn, really messed it up. And on one hand, I feel like I have to be appreciative for Marty, because while his streams with Cyrax aren't the first thing I saw of Cyrax, I can't remember the first video of Cyrax's I saw, but I will say that his panels probably helped invigorate me to do more content related to Cyrax. And Cyrax was one of the first people I started to cover consistently on the channel a couple years ago. So without his panels, who knows? You know, it's like a mini butterfly effect. You don't really know what a minor change like not doing panel ups with Cyrax would do. And obviously one of the sadder parts is that we didn't get to see Cyrax dance for Marty one last time on stream. It's disappointing. And I've seen some of you guys have some pretty funny comments about Cyrax in chat that I've seen. Yeah, there's probably a chance within like the next month or so that Cyrax will do a Marty was my brother stream. You know, I know we had our disagreements, but you know, I think he looked out for me and I looked out for him, so it'll be funny. Waterbury with the $2. Can't wait for the somber Raxo videos. The funny thing is, and we'll watch a couple of Cyrax's videos. He's under the impression that this is all a troll. On the second channel, I'll have a video about this whole situation that I'll discuss. But and we'll see in some of the videos. But like Cyrax is thinking that the FBI got to him, and that he's like wanted by the feds for tax fraud, and it's like, you would think that this would be the one moment in Cyrax's life where, and I know it's hard for him to read, I know it's hard for him to comprehend things, but you feel like it would be one of the first moments in Cyrax's life that he would really delve deep into the information. He'd want to figure out everything he possibly could. Yeah, don't subscribe to Rax Nation. There's literally no purpose for it. I check out Cyrex's channel semi-frequently. Just don't subscribe to it. There's no reason to give him that clout. If there's an alternative, because sometimes not every one of his videos is archived on an archive channel. But if it is, just watch it on an archive channel. Yeah, we'll get to the allegations about Marty. We'll get there. Yeah, bookmark, don't sub. Don't give him likes, don't give him dislikes. At worst, give him a view to see what's going on. And we'll look at the funeral thing for a second. Part of me feels like it's a bit like the memorial funeral home puts a live stream link on their channel for you to check out, or their website to check out. I still feel like it's a bit of an invasion of privacy. That's just me. I'm not docking anybody that wants to, so I'm not gonna. We'll pull it up, but we're not gonna really listen to it. What's the second channel? The second channel is Too Darn Saturated. It's on my channel. Yeah. So since people are asking, I guess we'll just get into it. So a couple days ago, William Gloryhole posted a community post talking about how Marty passed away basically a week ago from today. And basically people that were in the know were trying to keep it more of a secret and not lead on to everybody. Oh, I should try to text. Not lead on to everybody that he was gone. And the family would appreciate that. Jasmine with the $5. I don't know why, but I feel like live streaming a celebration of the end of his life is kind of disrespectful. Yeah. I don't know. It's like you get into this area that Marty is a public figure online, and somebody was gonna find his passing at some point. It also doesn't help that his account has been posting things like nonstop for the past week since he's passed, right? Like whoever's in charge, I don't think we figured that out yet, exactly who is running his account currently, because there's videos being posted, there's community posts being posted, so somebody has been prolonging, or at least creating the illusion that Marty has been around up until this point. Safling with the $2. The legacy of the Drift King lives on. That's true. So, I guess we'll start with Masshole Mafia made a video related to the whole situation that gives some more insight as to potential information related to this. Before we start watching it, I want to put out that this is all potentially alleged, and we'll just move from there. And obviously, if you weren't here at the very beginning, I haven't kept up with Marty a whole ton throughout the past 6 to 8 months or whatever, and so my understanding of behind the scenes things, I never talked to Marty, I was never friends with Marty, me and him never communicated, so this is all coming from secondary sources, so we have to go with that at face value.
Nick Bagler surfaced online, announcing his passing just 2 days earlier. To most, an obituary is the final word on someone's fate. But Nicholas Bagler isn't just anyone. Online, he is known as Music Biz Marty, the mastermind behind some of the most elaborate and relentless trolling campaigns against Cyrax.
And I saw somebody mention in chat that it's a federal crime. One of the more important aspects to consider about all this is in the Chicago Tribune, it was posted Marty's obituary. And in order to have something published, like an obituary, published in like a national syndicated newspaper or article, magazine, etc., you have to have a licensed mortician or funeral director or somebody of that sort sign off on it. So at some point I would imagine that his actual death certificate can be discovered. I'm not going to try and figure that out, but I'd imagine you'll be able to find it. And as I mentioned, there was actually a live stream of a of a funeral going on, or an in memoriam, or whatever you want to call it. So this would be by far the most elaborate and potentially illegal troll of all time if it was one. So keep that in mind.
Hey Marty, you want me to come after your family, bitch, like you came after mine? Hey Marty,
No,
why don't you shut the fuck up and go kill you?
Chance, I'm just responding.
Hey Marty, go kill yourself.
So I don't think we have to stick through the recap for the most part. Some of the information about his actual memorial, his funeral, I think is a bit more interesting. Who died? So this is Music Biz Marty. Music Biz Marty is the largest troll, the most notorious troll for interacting with Cyrax, and also kind of popularized Cyrax as a whole. So, Brandon with the $5. Marty's service was amazing though. His family embraced the community and the persona that Nick created. Well, that's good. I still think we'll get there. I still think personally, for myself, I don't know if I want to interact too much with the funeral footage and all that. I'm glad that his family was able to come around together, but we'll get there.
For Shalom Memorial Services in Arlington Heights, Illinois. I checked out the business to be sure it was legitimate. It is. The obituary itself looks pretty real and lists many of Marty's immediate relatives. Scrolling through, there are several guestbook entries from legitimate-looking relatives and family friends. There is a service date through the funeral home, along with a number to call. Furthermore, the obituary was also published in the Chicago Tribune, which a little research shows requires a licensed funeral director to confirm death before publishing. It would appear that he is, in fact, truly gone. Initially,
and if you check his channel now, it has the same title, but it says in memoriam to the side, right here. So you can see somebody went in post-mortem and adjusted it. I don't know. It's a bit weird. And I know some people were talking about there's been infighting going on during this whole event, this whole situation. I'm not going to get down in the mud with all that. I don't really know anything related to that, but let's keep going.
There was a lot of confusion because Marty's Music Biz Marty account 143 posted a video on February 1st, 3 days after his reported passing, and has posted a couple of community page updates as recently as February 2nd. However, Marty was last active in his Discord server around 10 a.m. on January 29th. It would appear that Marty's mods may still be managing his YouTube accounts, or perhaps something more sinister is at play. Screenshots of Discord messages from a woman named Sammy have been circulated, purportedly discussing Marty, whom she was with shortly before he passed.
So this whole situation that they're about to discuss, I want to put out there that I'm gonna call it alleged. This is all just conversations between Marty, this Sammy chick, and how it potentially led to him having a fent OD.
I was able to find a video from Impressa that appears to be a 4.5-hour recorded Discord call, where Marty and Sammy are together discussing, among other topics, Sammy's history of venereal diseases, and the Kool-Aid smell she claimed emanated from Marty's mattress.
We have to save Marty.
A lot of people don't believe you guys are the same.
want to show. Save him from what? We're not gonna date. Like,
point here.
I don't know.
You guys
I'm probably not hanging out with you because
So this whole thing is kind of just unintelligible. You can't really tell what the hell's going on.
Another thing. Would you not listen, you stupid bitch?
The messages from Sammy are tough to read, as they are mostly incoherent rambling. But she appears to concede that she sold Marty fentanyl that ultimately killed him. But it is totally, definitely not her fault at all, despite the police taking her plural phones and questioning her. This has led some people to wonder if Sam...
So I can't show whatever is about to happen here in a second. And so, like, obviously there has been speculation. Even Cyrax has jumped into the fray about Marty's habit of taking certain things like Xannies or Adderall and things like that. And it potentially appears that it escalated to a much worse degree that led up to the events that we are transpiring through right now. We're gonna skip ahead past that. I don't legitimately think I can show what that was on stream. And for one thing, I'm not gonna take the avenue that some people might of gloating or saying things like Cyrax will probably come on and be like, that's what you get, you're doing these things, and of course that's how your life is gonna end up. I'm not gonna take that path. I think once again, I don't know anything about Marty's personal life. I don't know any of the trials and tribulations he was going through. I don't know any of the difficulties he was going through. I don't know anything related to that. So I'm not going to make some sort of generalized assumption about how this all happened or why it happened. I'm not going to take that path. You know, it's a sad day. Any time that somebody passes away from something like this, I think you can reflect on and be like, this is an unfortunate situation.
Imploring people to ignore the vile rumors and innuendos coming in the next few days. In the days following, the community page has continually had strange posts pop up, and the channel has been giving love reactions to most in the past couple of years.
And so that's the thing too. So like they're going through, he's had issues with Kiwi Farms in the past. If you go to his account, you'll notice that there have been hearting and replies from whoever is running the Music Biz Marty account. And if you've ever kept up with him, if you've ever like rewatched one of his streams in the past, he almost never really interacted with people in the comment section. He wouldn't reply to comments, he wouldn't heart comments. Most of the time whenever he interacted with people, at least in my experience, was strictly during his stream. And even then, it was like more so he would have an idea of what he was going to do for the stream. And then maybe you get, Joe Schmo said blah, blah, blah in chat, you know, that type of thing. So, I don't know. We get that. And then, Root Dr. Thorne live streamed the memorial service, which once again, I don't know how I feel about playing the audio and going over it, even if at some point the family or the rabbi or whoever acknowledges the community and talks about them and how big of a whatever, how important they were to him or whatever, you know, I don't know, I feel a bit uncomfortable with it. And I see some people talking about no casket. He was probably cremated. I think that's an urn there in the ruck of the flowers. I can't tell, but that's what it seems like. Hellboy with the 2 Canadian. Gotta go poop. Please pause the stream. Thank you, Big Boss. I got you, dog. I got you. Alright, I'm not gonna pause. We're gonna keep going. So yeah, there's a live stream with it. You know, if you jump around, he's talking for a while. At the beginning, you have like the family and friends and whoever showing up and paying their condolences and whatever. I don't know. I've gone to funerals for people who have passed away young, so I feel weird, you know, sitting here as a commentator who reacts to and gives commentary about degenerates online, like commentating on a funeral. So I don't think I'm going to. David with the $5. R.I.P. Big Dog Marty, the king of Cyrax trolls. He's also the Drift King. That was never reclaimed by Cyrax, no matter how much he'll try and say. So yeah, there was and because trust me, if you're skeptical in the chat, I don't think you can be anymore. I think there's enough proof that would validate his passing, but if you're skeptical, I was also skeptical until I got up and was doing some work and I saw, boom, there's this live stream. It's hard to deny it at this point. Hiroshima with the 2 Canadian. Have a Timbit on me. I don't know what that is. So yeah, we'll go over Cyrax's responses. I don't know, man. This guy is like incapable of being on the right side of literally any conversation. I don't know how it's possible that he does it every single time. He literally somehow chooses the wrong side every time. It's almost impressive. It's kind of like you know, what's his name? Jim Cramer? Is that the stock market guy who makes predictions? Cyrax is basically him, but for everything that goes on in his personal life. If he says that he's going up, you should go down. If he says that the sky is blue, you should believe it's red. You know, it's just like, he can't get anything right. It's impossible. So, in the last stream, we covered the fact that Cyrax said he was quitting music. However, he immediately followed that up by saying that he was going to do guitar covers, which is music, so it's a bit perplexing. And this is from February 3rd, so a couple days ago. And then we'll get into this video, which is from this morning, of Cyrax going over the whole situation yet again.
Have been wondering, like those of you that enjoy my gameplay streams, I know a lot of you guys have been wondering, why have I not been doing any gameplay streams lately? Well, we're gonna get into that. Starting with
Prussian David with the $5. Without Marty keeping a leash on who fucks with Rax, I imagine the Weens are gonna have a field day with the Goblin. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what the dynamics look like, because I don't know all the intricacies of what's going on behind the scenes with Cyrax. I don't know who's doing what, who's orchestrating whatever. But, I mean, how long has it been since he's been on a panel? And I know that it's kind of like when you look in like an ecosystem, the top dog's gone, so who's going to take that throne? And since the top dog's gone, you know, there's not as many barriers to prevent things from occurring, so we don't really know how this is going to develop, where he's going to go. It's an interesting thought.
the title of this stream, which is new music dropping soon.
That's right, guys.
Is it ready?
And mind you, when did the William post come out? So this was from the same day that that William Gloryhole posted about Marty's passing. Mr. Testicles with the 2 Canadian. Have another Timbit on me. I don't know what that means. I'm probably getting trolled. I just got pranked probably. So leading up to Cyrax finding out, he's doing his music stream, and that's why I want to build the aura of Cyrax and what exactly is going on through his brain.
The answer to that is yes. Which is why I've not been doing any gameplay streams lately. Because for the past few days, I've been working heavy on 2 brand new albums back to back under brand new names, rebranding, and doing everything I can to keep my shit tight and locked down.
So I wanna interject here for a second, right? Because once we get to the next video about Cyrax calling out Marty, he's talking about releasing all this new music, and the realization of Chance being incapable of comprehending how money works, what an income is, how much things cost, how relevant it is, all those things don't apply to him. He literally can't quantify the impact that these albums would do. If you remember in the past, like 6 months ago, he made a video talking about how all the trolls have taken millions of dollars away from him in like album sales, which is like the most preposterous statement you could probably ever hear. So he thinks that creating these albums are going to revolutionize his life. He's going to become a millionaire in an instant, but we all know the reality of it. Now with maybe he'll come to terms and really understand that his one true lover, Marty, is gone, and maybe it'll be like a dedication album. Who knows?
When I drop these 2 albums back to back of each other, these fucking assholes like music bitch face Marty.
Damn. Literally the same day that everybody finds out about this information. Waterbury again with the $2. Any brain Rax had, he scratched and picked out. That's most definitely what's up. However, he's hiding it. We can't see it today.
And William Faggot Glory Hole.
Whoa!
Can't freaking touch my stuff. So your boy's been actually working on some shit. And I'm gonna give you guys a little hint at what one of the, well actually, I'm gonna give you a little hint at what both albums will be going to simultaneously. Each one's gonna be a separate genre, but
wow, this is a huge news. I don't think we're gonna make it through 14 minutes and 55 seconds, guys. I don't think we're gonna make it. He's having a rough time. He is looking forward to making 2 separate albums. Maybe is he gonna sing for us?
Like now.
Is he gonna drop some beats for us? He probably has to. So part of the problem with Rax's music streams are that he always has advertisements on his YouTube that you just have to sit through for 30 seconds as he just stares blankly into his computer screen. So that would be pretty cool. Chris with the $2. Doesn't Rax still think Marty is still alive? Yeah, we'll get there in a second. He does think that in this video that we'll go over, and it's not looking good. He's posted 2 separate videos actually of his opinion about what's going on, and it's 100% factual. It's on par. It's you have to have, you have to be a pretty big thinker in order to understand what Chance is talking about.
Don't just take classes.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about. He just plays. You gotta listen to some ads.
Real quick, bro, that's illegal as fuck. Now let me touch on this comment real quick.
So he's just getting pissed off. Nobody wants to hear his music. It's a whole disaster. So a couple days later, he comes back and he's talking about Marty, and he's not having a good time. He's not happy with Marty. Marty's been a bad boy, and Chance has to put him in his place. Bert with the $5. I've seen on Reddit that this could open the door for Larson trolls to come get the goblin. Could that be a possibility? Always enjoyed the content. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Who knows? I mean, you would think that Ember Boy and Glory Hole would be next in line for the succession, but somebody that is more prone to live streaming, creating content around that person, or trying to promote that person would actually take over the crown, take up the role. I just think that somebody that pushes hard enough is probably gonna take that position. G-Lo Ball with the $2. RIP sandwich bitch, Marty. Appreciate it. Loon Bardrew with the $2. Rest in power, Marty. The one and only Drift King. That's true. He still has the crown. Xander with the €2. The udders will secrete blood. R.A.P. Musicus Marty. So, preamble. This is the second video Chance's covering the Marty situation. And he still thinks that this is all a troll. He still thinks that Marty's pulling one over on everybody. And, you know, in fairness to Chance, if you're in his shoes, would you not think the same thing? Like, if you're the dude who has been messed with by Marty for years and years and years, would you not think this is some sort of ploy to get after you? I don't know. Thomas with the 2 Canadian. Do you know the outcome of the the Chance case? Like, is that what the court case that he's talking about? Is that the whole thing? I don't know we'll get to it. I think Chance talks about some sort of court case going on. I don't know what that is. If chat wants to fill me in on it, I don't know what that is.
We'll go out on here.
Also, I want to note that if you can hear it a little bit in the background, you hear those like trumpets going on or whatever. I'm pretty sure that Chance is watching like an old western or something while he does this entire video. You can kind of hear like horse clopping in the background as the video goes on. You can hear like a voice at some point. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing, bro.
So, how does it feel, Marty? Huh? How does it feel, Marty, knowing that the feds are coming down on you, boy?
So, this is what Chance's perception of what's going on is. Chance believes that Marty is trying to dodge some sort of court case, air quote, court case that he's going to go with Maso Mafia or CIA hole, I forget which one it is. He's supposed to go to court for something, and Chance thinks that Marty's trying to dodge it. He's trying to get out of here, go on the run, and hide away. And Chance will explain his reasonings as we go throughout this video.
See, you think you got everybody fooled, but you don't. You ain't got nobody fooled, bruh. You think everybody's following all your shit?
So yeah, you got the trumpet playing in the background. He's trying to pay attention. He can't even. This is your #1 troll, right? Even if Chance thinks that Marty is getting hunted down by the FBI, he's gonna get sent to pound me in the ass prison. You know, Chance should be celebrating. Put your full attention, brother. You don't have to be playing free Western movies on YouTube in the background, bro.
Actually, AJ, take a look at my screenshot. Take a look at the thumbnail, bro. Man's clearly alive. And I can tell y'all why. Because he don't want to go to court with CIA hole.
That's the whole reasoning.
Because he knows the feds are after his ass. You want to know why they're after his fucking ass? He owes the government $10 million in back taxes.
That's right. So Chance legitimately believes that Marty was this multi-millionaire criminal enterprise person who legitimately was not paying his taxes, and now the IRS is coming after him to reap what he sowed. $10 million. Now, he's never worked a job. He's never earned money on his own before. The one time that we've seen it, he's made, what, like $5 on Twitch or whatever? This dude legitimately believes that his biggest troll, he's not even just worth $10 million. He makes way more than that. This is just the tax he has to pay is $10 million. And he's holding out.
So, Marty, how does it feel knowing that you're lying to these motherfuckers? How does it feel knowing that you're lying to all these people, bruh?
Like, he legitimately can't even sit here and focus on one sentence after the next. It's like he has Coco Melon playing in the background. His brain's fried. He just can't fixate on the fact that his #1 troll, I'm gonna keep reiterating this, his #1 troll is allegedly going to prison forever for not paying $10 million in taxes.
I mean, you're sitting there trying to run from the feds. I told you since day one, homie, that you were gonna be caught. I told you eventually what goes around comes around. Eventually you would be brought down. Eventually I would win the war. And guess what? I win. Like always.
So that's the thing. I guess this is probably one of the larger ramifications of the whole situation, is that Cyrax will believe that he is champion of the world. He made all the money. He made his biggest troll go to jail, and now he gets to live off scot-free. I do like, Larry says, air quotes, like always, which is funny. Because I don't know if you can point to one event that Chance has won. I mean, most recently, you could say some really poor, embarrassing attempt to sign Cyrax to another record label that Chance sniffed out. Wow. Very impressive, Chance. You figured out that your music is shit? No, you just figured out that two guys couldn't pull one over on you. That's maybe his only win.
I always win. Unlike you, Marty, you ain't no DK. You ain't no fucking racer. You ain't ever put your money where your mouth is. You ain't ever sold any motherfucking albums like I have. You ain't ever done a goddamn thing, motherfucker. Look what happened, bro. You got caught. You done skied.
Bradwurst with the $5. Panel Up in Heaven was the funniest notification to ever appear on my godforsaken phone. Thanks for the belly laugh, and RIP to the King of Akron. Big ups. Thanks for the support, man.
Sayonara, adios, kick rock. That's why you're afraid to go to court on the 13th, motherfucker. Because you know once you do, you're screwed. You're going to be facing serious prison time. And yours truly just may make an appearance there.
And here's the funny thing, right? Chance legitimately has not left his house in months and months and months. He's like petrified of the idea that since, you know, you've had the drones flying over, dropping paint on the house, people have sent people to take away their fence, to, you know, take away their porch furniture, all that stuff. Chance is absolutely petrified of the idea that potentially, it's probably really low, but potentially there's just a troll waiting out there for him. There's some detractor there who's eyeing out the Lloyd Street house, and he's very spooked out. He can't take that, and that's why he's been hiding inside, pooping his pants, having a rough time.
To watch you get screwed and go down, yours truly may just show up there to bear witness to your downfall. See, you think you can fool these people, Marty, but you can't fool me, motherfucker.
Can't fool him, guys. This guy sees right through the ploy. He's all over it. All of us, we're the sheep. We're falling in line, looking at all the documents, going to the website, seeing the stream of the funeral. We're all doofuses. Cyrax is 30 steps ahead of us, and I, for one, I'm going to start falling in line and listening to what he has to say.
You can't fool nobody that really knows the real truth. Oh, and all that money that you took from me, motherfucker, I'm going to be taking it back here on the 13th. I'm going to be taking my money back that you fucking owe me, and I'll make damn sure I get my money back, motherfucker. So
he thinks that this court case that's going on between CIA Hole and Marty is some sort of civil litigation, that Chance is somehow gonna be able to jump in and you know, get a payout for all the wrongdoings that have happened. It's the genius thought process like this that makes all the trolls afraid of what Cyrax's next move is gonna be. I mean, it's just, we're listening to the genius of our time. Hellboy with the 2 Canadian, back from pooping. Thanks for pausing, Big Boss. No problem, dog. I got you. El Cagiano with the membership. I appreciate it, man. Cool. Alongside with the $5, Dunsky. Shaking my head. Music Booth Marty was a god tier troll. Diabolical. Remember when he changed the cable channels, gave away porch chairs, and had yeah. He's had some interesting run-ins with Cyrax.
You got all these fucking people fooled, man. But you ain't got me fooled.
Ain't got him fooled.
See, I've always told you since day one that you were a second rate. I always told you since day one that you were fake as fuck, that you were bad for business. And this just fucking proves it.
See, you hear the horses clopping before you were hearing the church bells ringing? You can pause the video, buddy. It's only 25 minutes worth of a video. You can chillax for a second, focus on what you're doing, but he just can't figure that out. Chris again with the $5. The funniest thing about this is, once the trolling starts to ramp up, he's gonna blame Marty for all of it. The floodgates are open now. Yeah, there's a good chance that somebody out there can convince him that he's gonna be possessed or haunted by Marty's ghost, and that Chance is gonna be afraid to even be inside his own house. He's gonna try and convince Sally that they have to move away, they have to get out of here. You know, there's a haunting going on. There's a potential path for a lot of things that could go down.
This just proves that you're a liar, you're fake as fuck. You're trying to pull a Kendall Smith on me and it ain't gonna motherfucking work, bitch. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to pull a Kendall Smith 2.0 and fake your death to try to make me look like shit. Well, sorry to say you big dog, but that ain't gonna work, man.
That ain't gonna work, he's smarter.
You're done. So, Marty, enjoy your freedom while it lasts.
Ooh! His Chance is on the prowl. He's gonna show up to court and it's gonna be donezo for you. He's the ace in hole witness. The FBI is gonna say, yeah, well, you think you're gonna weasel your way out of this? We got an ace in the hole, alright? Bring in the man. And here comes Cyrax to talk about all the legitimate things that have been afflicting his life.
Because, feds have already got you blocked off from leaving the country, motherfucker. The feds already got you blocked off. You can't leave the country no matter what you do.
It's so hard to try and play along while listening to this. It's so hard. Cyrus legitimately believes that he's dealing with, like, the Al Capone of modern days. The man who is just being followed by the feds nonstop. They're getting into all of his accounts. They're making sure that travel is hard for him. That, you know, it's this big crime boss. You know, he's going after the goblin in the attic of his grandmother's house. We can't be having that. Don't worry, the FBI is on the prowl.
You're not able to get on a flight. You're not able to take a boat, a train, none of that shit, bro. You're fucked.
None of it.
Done.
Only flying.
It's over, man. Your reign of terror over me and everybody else, it's done, man. You, William Engler boy, adios, motherfuckers. Because guess what? Once you go down, they're gonna be brought down with you. And me, I'll be free from your bullshit. My friends, my family will be free from your bullshit.
And once again, he has to, well, I should note, so maybe I'm being too critical of Chance. I keep saying he's watching his Western in the side. What's actually happening is, instead of doing like a normal video, like a typical person would do, where they record something and they post it online and you can go watch it, Chance will just live stream for 10 minutes, 20 minutes talking about whatever the hell he's talking about, and then just end the stream and pretend like that's a video. He can't figure it out. Waterbury, thanks for becoming a member, man. I appreciate it.
And I can proudly say this to the internet, your boy is finally back.
Oh man, are you guys excited? You guys excited for Chance being back? Finally! Marty being out of the picture, Chance, he can move right in. He can do whatever he wants now.
The war, it's over. It's won. Since day one, I have sat in and I've told y'all that eventually I would win this shit. That eventually I would escape the fucking bullshit, dude. Yo, 01, I'm sure you've seen this shit more than your fair share of times, dude. How many times have I sat here and said that eventually I would get away from the bullshit?
How many times?
I sat there and said that shit.
How many times? He is just non-stop. Non-stop. He's gonna get away from this. You trolls can't hold him down. He's resilient. If there's one thing Chance is, he's resilient. That's for darn sure. That's for darn sure. Psyker, any chance we get a part 3 on Andy Ditch? You do get a part 3 on Andy Ditch. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. It might be coming very soon.
Over the past 8 years. How many times have I sat here and warned him to back off, or he was gonna get fucked over? I sat here so many fucking times and told you, Marty, that if you didn't stop your shit, the feds were gonna come down on you. And look what happened, dude.
Look what happened. Cyrex has connections, in case you guys forgot. Cyrex has worked with the Hells Angels. He has people in the military. He knows people in the FBI. He's best friends with the mayor in Akron. He knows the police force in Akron really well. I mean, this is a well-connected dude. I don't think you want to mess with him.
You evaded taxes. You owed them $10 million in back taxes. You evaded paying your taxes. And look what happened, dude. Not to mention all the money and all the restitution you're gonna have to pay me back.
That's true.
For all the money you made off of me and my videos.
That's
and the
true.
Shit that you stole from me and my family.
You hear that, guys? All of you in chat right now, if you are in this live stream, you are liable paying that Chance, all right? Pay attention, all right? This involves you too. He's coming after you as well.
And my people and my people. Yeah, you're gonna be made. I'm gonna make damn sure you have to pay all that shit back. You and William and your little fuck buddy lapdog and one boy. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers gonna be paying me back for all that shit. And you know what I'm gonna do with that money? First off, I'm gonna get a place for me and my fiance and our son. Then I'm gonna. So.
This whole shtick with this fictitious wife and child thing is it's reaching a bad point. I can't even quantify it in my own brain, dude. He even has talked about how my 5-year-old son, he sees right through your bullshit too, Marty. He sees right through it. It's just, man, what do you even say?
They're done, dude. Once I get the money, first thing I'm doing is buying me, my fiance, and our son a house that will be somewhere to stay.
That's true. So when Chance gets his cut of the $10 million in taxes that Marty owes, he's going to be buying a nice-ass mansion, and all you trolls can suck it.
Then, I'm going to be making damn fucking sure that I got my shit in line. So I can start dropping shit, and then once that happens, I'm gonna be helping out all my friends that are in music that need the help. Like,
that's true. All of his friends in music, guys. Go on. List all your favorite Cyrex music collaborators. I'm sure there's just hundreds of them.
My little brother, Old 45. Or some of my other friends in music that could use the help. And whatever's left, I'm giving to my moms, my stepdad, and the rest of my family, bro.
Yeah, you guys think, there's always that hypothetical situation of like, what would you do if you won the lottery? What would you do if you got a big payout? You think Chance is the charitable type? You think Chance, if he got a bunch of money, he would say, Sally, Ed, I know I was creating a poop slip and slide down your staircase all the time. You know, I was messing with you guys. I was causing trolls to send things to our house, and I feel bad for that. So I'm going to give you some money to try and make up for that. You think Chance is that charitable? You think he's looking out for their best interest? I believe in him. I know you guys do as well.
Why? Because they can use the fucking money for doctor bills, rent, all kinds of shit. But yeah, you wouldn't know anything about being a good person, Marty, would you? Because your ass ain't ever put in a goddamn days of hard work in your fucking life, bro. You talk about how, oh, why would I give that up when I can do this? It's called not being lazy, motherfucker. I put in over fucking 4.5 years.
That's true.
Of scrapping metal just to get a start.
Just to get a start, just to make $5 in my entire online gaming career, guys, and making $0 off of my music. Come on, show some respect to the grind, to the hustle. All right, some of you don't understand how hard this man works, how much effort he puts into his content. This man is live streaming a response video while watching a Western movie in the background, and you want to say he's lazy? Disrespectful.
To where I'm at now, back in the day. Calling in 100+ pounds of scrap a week, dude. Every week.
Why is he still referencing the scrapping job that he did like 15 years ago? Why is that his go-to? Oh, I know. Because he literally has never done any other labor since that point.
Just to get what I have now. Like, you wouldn't know anything about hard work. Because your ass ain't gonna work a goddamn day in your motherfucking bitch-ass lazy fucking life.
That's true! You hear that, chat? All you guys who have to run to the ball crushing facility all day, guess what? You never worked a day in your life. Try being Cyrax, pooping his pants, making music in his bedroom of his grandmother's house. Come on. Show some respect.
Bro, you're lazy as fuck. You're fat as fuck.
Ooh!
And quite frankly, you need to hit the goddamn gym and lose that goddamn weight, mother.
Ooh! I mean, this is peak physical condition right here. You see that, chat? This is gonna be the next P90X workout right here. You want to turn out like Chance? This is peak physical fitness. Don't worry about the fact that his bowels aren't working anymore and his head looks like a minefield. Disregard that.
Fucker. Cause I can tell you right now, music biz Marty, your ass ain't dead. And you know what they're gonna do to you when you go to prison? Because you are going to prison for this shit, bro. You will be going to prison for this, like it or not. There's nowhere for you to run, there's nowhere for you to hide. You know what they're gonna do to you when you hit prison, bro? They're gonna turn your ass out, and you're gonna end up someone's bitch.
Oh man. Cyrax's fantasies are coming to real life right now. Cyrax is wishing that could be him in prison.
You're soft as fuck. You ain't gonna last 2 fucking days in prison, bro. They will turn your ass out and make you look like shit.
I'm still waiting, guys. I'm still waiting for when Chance says the word shit and gets a PTSD flashback of running to his grandma pooping his pants. I'm waiting for it. It has to come at some point.
Especially since some of my homies that are locked up here have connections to the people out there where you'll be in prison at.
Let's say hypothetically Chance does know homies locked up in prison, right? Whoever those guys are, if Chance is homies with guys that have actually been convicted and are in prison, I don't want to meet those guys in 1,000 lifetimes. What a nightmare. Horrible situation.
What do you think the people out there are going to say when I fill my people in and they get a hold of the people out there where you're at?
Bungus with the $2. Rax definitely not getting that sim rig right now. Well, he still has one. He's got his little, Tonka toy, steering wheel that he can play with.
And they tell them, and my guys tell your guys about what the fuck you done to me and my family and my friends over the last 8 years, including the bomb threats,
Whoa!
including entrapment. All those.
Yo, Dylan with the, I have no idea what ARS is, but the 500 ARS, I don't really understand this thing's argument. It's all over the place. Someone call Sally. By the way, sorry for, oh, is it Argentinian? Is this the, come on, the DSP currency? I can't donate in dollars. No problem, dog. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it.
Lies.
The Alaskan rupee?
All the deceit. They're gonna turn your ass out, motherfucker. They will beat you half to fucking death, bro. You think you're gonna survive prison? Nah, motherfucker, you're not.
No chance. Cyrax, it's kind of like, you know that episode in Breaking Bad where Walter White works with Jack and he has all those guys in prison, murder all those dudes? That's Cyrax. He's the Walter White of this universe. He's got connections all over the place. You better watch out.
See, I don't claim to be the hardest motherfucker on the planet. I don't claim to be the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
He does, though. He comes on here with the bravado all the time about how, I'm still standing. I'm gonna power through, and you're gonna listen to my music if you like it or not.
And did you beat my ass that night that I showed up to the Airbnb to confront you? Yeah. But you know what? I don't give a fuck about that. See, I showed up to prove a fucking point.
That's true. He showed up to prove his point was that his blood is all over the concrete, baby. That's what he showed up to prove. He was there to prove a message, to prove a point, and it's that he's just as weak as frail as we all assumed he was. And, but he was still standing, guys. Remember, he was still standing.
I showed up to prove to you that I'm not scared of your little bitch ass, bro.
That's true.
Did I take it out? Yeah, but at least I showed up.
That's
and I
true.
Showed that I ain't scared of your fucking bitch ass.
Whoa. Poopy Mooncakes with the $5. Rax has a brain the size of a rock. If this is his thinking on how taxes work, you don't understand taxes, Mooncakes. All right, let me tell you that. Cyrax, he's way more informed.
I'm motherfucking scared of you, motherfucker. You ain't even scary, dog. You're a pussy.
Whoa.
That's why when my family first stepped outside when you first showed up here, and my family stepped
Alright, hold on.
outside to defend me, your bitch ass friend.
Chance, come on, man. Don't be rewriting history. At the very least, some people might give you some leeway on, at least you showed up to fight Marty. At least you did that. You hid inside your attic while Marty was outside the first time, and your family came out and told him to go away. That Chance wasn't gonna come down to talk to him. Come on, man. Let's not do the revisionist history here. All right, let's avoid that.
Dude, that's what you're good at, man. You're good at running, bro.
Ooh.
That's what you're good at. You run like a punk ass bitch.
Whoa.
Oh, and what a little advice for you, man.
He literally is just stuck in a trance, mouth agape, watching his Western movie on the side, can't control himself. Sapling with the $2. Someone please get Rax a submissive. Oh, yikes. No, sir.
Watch it out. 2 pieces of advice for you when you go to prison.
Alright, let's
One,
hear it.
don't drop soap.
Uh-oh.
That's bitches. Because if you call someone a punk ass bitch, they will fuck you up.
Whoa. Chance should know, right? Like, he should be well informed, I think. He's ready to go to prison anytime. He wants to bunk up with him in prison. That's probably a fun time for Chancey Poo.
That's where you're gonna end up. So if I was you, I'd start watching guys like JD DeLay.
Who the hell's that?
Larry Lawton.
I don't know who that is either.
Lockdown 23-1. You might want to take notes.
You might as well start listening to Wes Watson, who was in prison before and probably going to jail again. Listen to him.
And watch those guys, because
Go listen to Cali Muscle.
those are the guys that are going to prepare you for getting your butthole wallered out by Big Bubba.
Whoa! Chance! Come on, man. He's just projecting so hard. I don't want to listen to that.
Last motherfucker that called somebody a punk ass bitch where I was at, guess what? They got their whole ass face fucking real.
That was you. That was you. You were the one that got destroyed. What are you talking about?
I'm saying is what actually happens when you're in prison, bro. When you're in jail, prison, it don't matter. It's all the same. It's all the motherfucking same, dude. That kind of shit is gonna happen when you go there.
Yo, you need some lotion, dog.
You don't keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Zethro with the €5. At least he showed up and got beat up. The swamp mouth scabhead is just proud he went outside Lloyd Street for once. Yeah.
Well, why do you think I stuck to myself when I went? Both times I stuck to myself. Thankfully, second time around, I had a homie from high school that I got set up with that knew that I wasn't any kind of trouble. Dude recognized me right off rip.
Well, it's hard not to recognize you, Cyrax. I'll give you that prop. I feel like anybody that comes across you would be able to recognize you pretty easily, if I do say so myself. Jasmine with the $2. This needs some auto-tune, I think. That would be true. That's true. We've gone almost 17 minutes without him having to run out and crap on the floor, so that's a pretty good sign. Big Red with the $2. Remember when he cried during the arrest? No. You just don't understand. He was impassioned. All right. He was wrongfully convicted. All right. He was detained for no reason. That's what you don't get, troll.
So I settled up with him until I was able to get the fuck up out of there next day.
All right. We got a lot of just sitting here doing nothing now. We're back to picking the scabs. Nice.
Fights for him. Besides,
come on, Chance. Focus. You're talking about how you're a big bag tough guy and how you know some real thugs out there. You know some real dudes who are gonna watch your back.
like I said, Nick, you're on the 13th, man. You're as good as done, dude. It's over for you. Your days of screwing with me, of screwing with my friends,
Yo, what was that thing that you just grabbed? What is that? What's he got there?
Your days
Is that deodorant?
of screwing with me.
No chance it's
Of screwing with
deodorant.
my friends and my family.
What is that? What is he grabbing there? What is that? What is he doing with that thing?
Yeah, those days.
Is that deodorant? There's no way. There's no way. Europe's with the $2. Have you watched the real Cyrax's video? I don't know what that is.
You're done, dude.
What is he doing? There's no way that's deodorant.
It's over for you, man.
Why is he, if this is deodorant, why is he applying it this way where he's like pressing it between his armpit? He can't even get a nice, range of motion. Confusing. Autistic Cat with the $5. You know they say when one significant other passes, the other is soon to follow. Cyrax's time is up. We'll have to wait and see.
So, if I was you, Nick, I'd give it up, man. Alright, nice. Yeah, be safe, dude. But, like I said, Marty, I just wanted to give you a
what was that?
advice.
Is it a screwdriver?
Here on the 13th, you are going to be going to prison.
Hold on.
A little bit of advice.
What is that? What is that?
Alright, nice. Yeah, be safe, dude. But, like I said, Marty, I just...
What is that? Is that a screwdriver that he's literally put? Oh my god! He's literally sticking up into his armpits. Oh man, come on! That's what it looks like. Am I wrong? Dog, come on! I knew it couldn't have been deodorant. He's literally picking at himself with a screwdriver in his armpits, dog. Oh my god.
I want to give you a little bit of advice,
Bro.
because here on the 13th, you are going to be going to prison, and it's going to suck to be you.
Oh, come on.
It won't suck to be me though, cause I'll be scot-free from your bitch ass.
That's true. He'll be scot-free. He's busy. He's picking with it again, dog. Oh my.
And all your little friends.
He's literally doing it right now. He's picking his back with it. Dog, and now, oh, he's evaluating. What do we got there? What treat do we pull out from there, Cyrax? What do we find?
So, yeah.
It was a screwdriver. I can't believe that. I can't believe that.
So,
there it is, dog. Oh, come on. Come on. This is not a real person. It can't be a real person. He's legitimately picking at himself with a screwdriver as he's shitting on his #1 troll, who is unfortunately passed away, but Chance still believes is alive. This is the magical moment that you wouldn't get in a normal, well, you would, but a typical person would cut that out in a normal video. Not here. Mechanical Ape for $5. Everyone knows the best way to scratch a dead bug bite is with a screwdriver. That's true. The Grand David with the $20. I'm only not jorking because I'm sad and respect Marty, R.I.P. King. That's respect. I didn't mention jorking at all for the stream out of respect. I was gonna let anybody that got pulled into it, had to do a quick little jork off, I was gonna allow it. I'll be honest, but I'm glad that a lot of you refrained from it today out of respect.
Yeah, man. Like I said, Marty, I just wanted to come on here, give you a few little tips before your punk ass goes to prison.
That's so nice of you, Cyrax. That's so kind.
So,
dude, I cannot believe he was picking himself with a screwdriver. I cannot believe
you're
that.
finally kicking off the right fucking way, dude. I'm fucking stoked.
So Smugrax is back, I guess. He's a big happy boy. He's never once in his life doubted the fact that he was going to overcome this adversity. And here he is, picking himself with a screwdriver. That's insane. Mooncakes with the $2, 4 screwdrivers, small violin playing sad music. Boopa Trooper with the $2. He's upgraded from the stylus. Yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen once he shuts his camera off, right? You know, I feel like we all have to give some condolences to the screwdriver. It's probably been a very rough couple months of it sitting on his table right there. Dude, why? Why a screwdriver? Obviously it's a flathead, right? That's the best way to get under the scabs. It has to be a flathead.
Hey, yo, CIA, you got any last final words from Marty, bro?
I thought CIA left. He said bye to him earlier. David with the $2. Don't get it confused. I'm still jorking it. I believe you. I believe you. But it wasn't publicly acknowledged, right? All right. So that's all I'm saying.
You got any last final words for his ass before he gets hauled off?
Damn. So that's gonna be Cyrus's last memory, I guess, of Marty. That's it. That's it. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm a bit hyperfixated on the screwdriver thing. I'm a bit hyperfixated. It's kind of like when I first saw the bottle be turned around in the background, when I thought it was just like a bottle of Pennzoil for some reason in his closet, and it turned out to be like bed bug repellent. It's kind of the realization of that, because sometimes you just sit there and you're like, surely this can't be possible, right? Like, you know, some of these things, they're too outlandish for me to sit here and be like, that's real. But no, we're legitimately seeing him pick himself with a screwdriver. That's insane. That's crazy, dude. And he still doesn't have satisfaction, right? He's going back for second helpings with his fingers. Good video, Chance. This is a good video. You really sent him out with a bang. Unbelievable. I don't know, guys. This is all I wanted to cover for today, if I'm being honest. I just want to cover Marty's unfortunate passing and Cyrax's coverage of it. So we'll hang out for a little bit. I'll listen to what you guys have to say for a second, but it's gonna be a shorter stream. It's gonna be a shorter stream. All right. That's what I'm saying. I can't believe it. I can't believe he was picking himself a screwdriver, dog. I can't. That's so crazy. And to do it so brazenly, right? Like, you know, it's not even like, oh, like I moved the camera up to block view or something. He just goes for it. He just doesn't care. Lawnside with the $2. Any Tofia updates? I haven't checked in on her in like a week or so. So if anything's been going on, I know she's been. It's kind of the same shtick for a little bit, the whole homeless arc thing. But I might check back in on her soon. Bonehead with the $2. Bricks up for Marty. Moist David with the $10. Goonerol at Cyrax place. It's actually funny, that whole Goonerol thing, I still might. I think the whole situation is like so bizarre that I was considering doing a video about him on my second channel. I still might. But that's crazy. Can we watch some classic clips of Marty for old time's sake? Maybe I'll do that in the next stream. Part of the problem, right? So like a lot of the classic things, like it's cringe. I have to avoid any of the slurs that go on, but like most of the really good moments of Cyrax have him just going an insane slur fest, so I'd have to moderate it, and I don't want to pull up anything currently, so maybe next time. Zethro with the €5. May Music Biz Marty's legacy go on for years to come through our combined hate for Cyrax. Who cares with the Canadian $5? I manually set my resolution to 144p for the goblin as on my screen. That's fair. That's fair. That's more authentic, if I'm being honest. What is that's pretty authentic. It's like found footage at that point.
Yo, the only door ain't the Pope's. Nope.
Part of it too is just like initially I was like, cause Cyrax in this video said like motherfucker like 50 times. YouTube's not gonna like that.
Think that they lit parapsychology, study me daily, befell because
when's the next World of T-Shirts video? Whenever something interesting happens.
Me just to keep me dead at sea. Big checks just
Tom
like
Dark
the
talked about you guys in a new video. I was so proud.
Everyone else. When my money spring up like the new year of Beeb, cause I got tricked. Bought a butterfly circling because the thoughts clean. Portals open up and the friends saw the look, and you tried to tell me before, but I just had to go and see. Now I know.
I think at the end of the day,
let me get out of the street. Russell Lamson behind me. I know these levels be melodies, and some songs saying wasn't short.
Absurdity of a man who picks
remember when I met another shorty, told me stop crying in the danger of a long sleep. Go back home. It's a moment. He was telling me, holy door better be Yahusha if you mention Chief.
Did I see World of T-Shirts with Jack Doherty? I did. It's like part of the problem with World of T-Shirts is like he's just kind of stuck in the same loop over and over again.
A jubilee of hope.
And I don't know. I want to focus on some other things for right now. Real Cyrax with $2. Marty protected him. Now the gates are open. Yeah, that's what it seems like a lot of people have been saying this stream. The floodgates are being released and anybody can just go after Chance now, so we'll see where that develops. Guys, but I hope you all enjoyed. I'm drinking water. It's too early to be able to be drinking anything interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm glad we got to see the screwdriver picking going on. That's pretty good. But do I have a playlist for my music? I don't. Maybe I should. I have it organized on my computer as to everything I use, but maybe I should. I don't know. That's a consideration. I hope you guys all enjoyed though. I had a good time chatting with you, keeping up with what went on, and Andy Ditch video coming soon. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming out.
It's February 5th, 2025, and we've got ourselves a double, maybe even a triple whammy on the way in terms of winter storms. Things are picking up out there. Starting today, we've got an ice storm underway. That's right, ice storm warnings in Pennsylvania, down through Maryland, West Virginia, and portions of Virginia in the purple there. We've also got winter weather advisories from Boston all the way back through New York, Pennsylvania, down into Delaware. This goes into the Ohio Valley, back into the upper Midwest, and even all the way back here into the southern plains. So we've got a very big storm that's making its way across the U.S. over the next 3 days, and it is going to cause at least moderate impacts over here, especially in the ice storm area. This is where I'm concerned about some potential power outages, folks. As far as the ice storm goes, it's going to be impacting the mid-Atlantic and northeast and the eastern portion of the Ohio Valley. I think that a lot of people are just going to get a glaze of ice, especially if you're up there near Detroit, Cleveland. If you're east of the Appalachians over there towards Philadelphia, I think that this is going to be a quick shot of snow, a little bit of ice. It's nothing too much to worry about. Now, don't get me wrong, even a glaze of ice is going to be dangerous, especially if you have to be out on the roads. But right there in the darker orange area, that's where I think that we could see some really hazardous travel and also some power outages. So get ready for that. Also, over here on the Winter Storm Severity Index, we've got elevated indices over here in the High Sierra. We're going to have a ton of snow over the next 3 days in the highest elevations of California over here, creating extreme impacts on the roads. And that extends up into the Cascades a little bit as well, as this is storm number 2. Okay, so this is storm number 1. We'll talk more about it. Storm number 2 is coming across. It'll also impact the eastern United States. And then there's even a storm number 3 that we have to talk about. But let's take it one storm at a time. Here's what our ice storm is going to be looking like Thursday, February 6th, around 2 a.m. We're going to see heavy icing happening in the higher elevations of the central Appalachian Mountains in Pennsylvania, down into the Maryland area, West Virginia, northern Virginia. We're going to see light icing occurring in southern Michigan, northern Indiana, and northern Ohio. We might have a couple of claps of thunder up there near Cleveland around this time while it's sleeting or while it's freezing raining. So keep an eye out for that. We're all snow up here in the UP of Michigan up into portions of Ontario, but watch what happens over here in the mid-Atlantic. I think the heaviest icing will be occurring around 4 to 6 a.m. on Thursday morning. This is where around Hagerstown, Cumberland, I think that this is where we've really got to be worried about some power outages and some extremely dangerous conditions on the road. And even though it's not going going to be a full-on ice storm for the entire duration in places like Scranton, for example, or Philadelphia, like I was talking about earlier. It's going to start off as a really heavy burst of snow with some sleet and some freezing rain, and that is going to lead to a very treacherous morning commute on Thursday. Look at this. This is 6 a.m. We're seeing heavy snow moving into New York City, still icing back there in south central Pennsylvania, and it's just looking like an absolute mess. We even expect to see sleet in the Baltimore, D.C. area around this time. Remember, most people are going to pick up around a glaze of ice, but I think a half inch of ice or more is possible around State College in Harrisburg, and then once again down towards Cumberland and Hagerstown. That's where I'd be most concerned about the actual ice storm potential here. Make sure you've got the generator gassed up. Make sure you're ready for at least a couple of days without power, because it is possible with this kind of storm. Heavy shot of snow is going to move through New York. It'll be raining though by 10 a.m. on Thursday. Connecticut, Rhode Island, Boston, you're getting heavy snow at noon Thursday. It's going to be done more than likely by 3 or 4 p.m. This is going to be a quick inch or two for most people, maybe a little bit more than that in the higher elevations of the Adirondacks up towards the White Mountains. For the most part, the snow aspect of this one isn't very impressive. It's going to be the ice on the south side. Also, speaking of the south side, or the warm part of this storm, we're going to have some severe thunderstorms today in Kentucky and Tennessee, maybe into Ohio as well. We've got a marginal risk of severe weather for February 5th, and that's got a little 2% probability of seeing a tornado in there as well. 2% chance right in here. Bowling Green, Nashville, back towards Jackson, Tennessee, almost up to Louisville. Very, very unlikely that we see a tornado today, but it wouldn't be surprising to see one or two brief ones, especially around the Bowling Green area as the storms move up to the north and east today. As far as the severe storms go, here's what that radar could look like this evening as we go into the 8 or 9 p.m. central time frame. You can start to see some storms moving into the Lexington and Somerset areas. These are going to be moving really fast, potentially dropping some hail. Even over into my neck of the woods over here between Huntington and Pikeville, we're going to have some storms tonight, lightning, thunder, the whole 9 yards. It's going to be a big heavy rainmaker as well. But here's what's interesting. Some of the stronger storms don't actually get going until 6 a.m. Thursday morning. Look at this. We're going to have a pretty strong storm or area of energy moving through the Somerset area over towards southeastern Kentucky around 6 or 7 a.m. And the storms are not going to be over until probably around noon on February 6th. So that's what that progression looks like. Very slight tornado chance, hail, a couple gusty winds. That's going to be the main thing that we have to worry about with this. All right, what's next? Once again, after we get storm number 1 out of our hair, I want to kind of focus your attention over here on California. Thursday into Friday, it's going to be snowing like crazy in the High Sierra over here in California. We're going to have lots of moisture coming up from the Pacific, causing some flooding maybe in the Central Valley, and this is going to be just another atmospheric river type situation that's going to last at least through Friday. By that point, we are going to see the storm traverse over the Great Basin into the Intermountain West, over the Rockies. Heavy snow is going to be possible in Wyoming, all the way over into South and North Dakota as we get into 10 p.m. on February 7th. What happens next? You know it. It's going to link up with some moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and lead to another storm over here on the East Coast. And it looks very similar to the one that we're dealing with right now. However, it looks a little bit more juiced up. Looks a little bit more good, I guess, if you are looking at it from a meteorological standpoint of strength and overall power of the storm. This one looks like it's going to be a little bit more of a doozy than the one that we're dealing with over the next couple of days. This is Saturday, February 8th. Looks like another potential ice storm for south central Pennsylvania down into Virginia. It looks like heavy snow in southern Ontario. This looks like a decent snowmaker for the state of Michigan as well right now, and it becomes a little bit more uncertain the farther out into the future we go. Well, once again, I don't like to hype things up. There are certain models that are showing a blizzard, as always. We're not going to show those because there's no point. But this averaging model that we're looking at here, the GEFS Ensembles, shows a pretty decent hit for heavy snow in New England for Saturday and Sunday. So I would just about bet my bottom dollar that we're going to be talking about a snowstorm, not an ice storm per se, for the Northeast with this storm. I think that we're going to have an ice aspect, but I think we're going to be mostly focused on the snow as we go into this weekend. And I would be watching out in Boston, down to New York City, up into upstate New York, in that general vicinity for probably one of the more impactful snowstorms of the year, or maybe even of the past couple of years. Of course, we're still too far out to talk too much about it, but that's what's what's happening there. And the Weather Prediction Center is on the same page. We've got a 70% chance of significant winter precipitation from upstate New York all the way down into central Pennsylvania, over towards the New York City metro, into New England. This is just really high confidence in a winter storm for 4 days out. So this is day 4. Pretend like if this was a severe weather outlook, pretend like this is a slight risk and this is an enhanced, if that helps this make any more sense to you. So we've got an enhanced risk, essentially, of a major winter storm over here in the Northeast as we go into the weekend. Of course, as we get closer to this one, I'm going to start talking about snow totals and all that kind of stuff. But right now, it's just a signal. We'll update you tomorrow with more information. But here's another thing, all right? Been talking about a triple whammy. Well, where's the third whammy, Ryan? Well, here it is. Day 7 on the WPC probability outlook here. We've got a 50% probability of seeing a significant winter storm from the mountains of North Carolina all the way up into the mid-Atlantic and back into the New York City metro and southern New England once again. This one looks like it's going to be the kind of storm that's a classic low-pressure center that rides up the coast and potentially causes a major impactful winter storm for places like Washington, D.C., Richmond, all the way down into maybe even the Asheville, North Carolina area, up towards New York City, the I-95 corridor up there. This one has a big potential to be what we call a Big Daddy snowstorm on this channel. But again, it's 7 days out. Things are going to change. I don't want to tell you too much about like what could happen because we don't really know, but this is really confident. This is a very strong signal for something happening out here on February 11th and 12th of next week. So we're going to be watching this one like a hawk. I'm going to have daily videos at least for the next 7 days, and this might be the big one of the year. Another thing to watch out for is since we're seeing so much cold air trying to return back to the southeastern United States, and it's fighting all of the warm air that's been kind of compiling down here in the southeast, whether it's rain or snow or whatever it is, we are going to see above average precipitation over the next 10 days for the southern and southeastern United States, especially between February 10th and February 14th. This is going to bring about maybe some flooding, especially in the Tennessee Valley, Dixie Alley, and places like that. And then, of course, the farther north you go, the more we flirt with ice and snow being a part of that problem as well. And that's all the weather talk I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you come back tomorrow. We're going to have all kinds of juicy updates for you on these upcoming major winter storms, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Whoop.